that's working with you that may not be as knowledgeable on certain topics, that you can go to www.satellitehealth.com. That's Satellite Healthcare's website, and you can also go to the American Kidney Fund website, www.kidneyfund.org. And then a third one is the American Association of Kidney Patients. So there are different forums and meetings that go on that I think for whether it's you're looking at going in center, going in home, would be a great option, or looking more into that. And out of respect of time, for obviously only being able to have you for an hour today, is we wanted to share with you a link to a YouTube video from the American Medical Association that really focuses on health literacy. And so for those of you, it's about a 20-minute video that has doctors and patients interviews displayed and portrayed in this video, real life scenarios, and that if you're a patient listening to us currently, that I think it would really encourage you to not be afraid to ask questions, because we recognize that there's a lot of information and if you say lingo out there that you may not be familiar with, and you want to know what's going on. But also for those of you who are healthcare professionals, which it seemed like there was a good amount of you out there, that I think this video would really provide some value to you in making you more aware of what words and information and how you're giving information to patients, so that hopefully we can be better presenters of information in ways that they're able to understand and implement in their treatment. So thank you so much for your time and attention, and we'll take any questions. I know that we're going to be, Melanie was going to be taking, if there's any questions, we'll pass it back over to Melanie.
Thank you again, Mikey and Eric, for joining us and leading such an excellent webinar. As a reminder, the slides that were used during the presentation today will be posted on our website once the recording is made available. Check back at kidneyfund.org/webinars for this information to be posted within the week. So at this time, I'd like to ask the two of you to answer a few questions we received over the course of the webinar. So let's see what I have. The first question is, do people have trouble sleeping while doing the extended hours of home dialysis?
So some people do, depending on what type of dialysis, whether it's peritoneal dialysis or home hemodialysis. I know that some people, if they thrash around, if they're kind of that that home hemodialysis or peritoneal, depending on how you sleep, that could definitely affect it. But I know at least some people are a common question that we get is, with the machine, does the machine make noise? And it does. It operates. It's on, so it's going to make noise. But as people get used to it, it's more of a white noise, how people describe it, that are on nocturnal dialysis options. So it actually, for some, helps them sleep better because it kind of drowns out the outside noise, depending on what types of neighborhoods they live in.
Okay, thank you. So one question is, are home dialysis options more or less expensive than in-center?
So it depends on the type of insurance you have. So usually you have the same type of coverage for the home therapies that you have for the in-center therapies. But I always advise patients, check with your insurance before you start on any dialysis treatment option. And there are services at most dialysis centers. There are patient services departments. There may be knowledgeable social workers in your center that can help you to look at this if it's a concern. But usually you have coverage for dialysis, whether it be at home or in a center.
And for some people to think, in addition to that, one thing for people to think about from the patient's perspective is if you only have one type of insurance, to maybe look at getting a secondary insurance or seeing how that might be affected if and when you were to start dialysis, of what would be the primary, what would be the secondary, to kind of pick up the additional costs that you may occur while on dialysis. So excellent question, though. But